up, everyone? All right, well, I'm finishing today in the red. What a day. Man, this was crazy. I started down 17,000 on my first trade on EDSA. I made 17,000 then on Zivo. Made $17,000 on it, trading it kind of as it squeezed back over the VWAP. Then I took a big position right around 739 and it flushes. I added into the flush, then I lost internet. Internet comes back on. I'm down $33,000 on the trade and I cut the loss. I stopped out. Just like that, went from break even on the day to down 30,000+ one trade. Well, that's life, and that's also part of how I trade. I trade big, I trade aggressively, and when it works, I crush it. When the pattern resolves the way I thought it would, and which in this case it didn't, but if it had, would have been a huge winner. But it didn't, and so with that, I knocked myself out for the day below my max loss, which is set at 20 grand, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. It's a red Monday, so starting the week in the red. Disappointing, but I had a great week last week. There's no doubt about that. I had a great week last week, and trading is risky. There's just no way around it. It's I could all say I wish it wasn't, but it is. I mean, it's just how it goes. So unfortunately today I'm on the wrong side of the red and green line, but I'll be back at it tomorrow, back in the saddle, and a day like today, it's not going to blow up my account. It doesn't, it's not my biggest red day ever. I'm red 16,000 on one, 17,000 on the other. I've had much worse days, so it happened quick. Both the losses were quick. So I'm just kind of like, whoa, well, there we go. That's that. Back at it tomorrow. So I'm back at it tomorrow. All right, as always, trading is risky. Trade in a simulator before you put real money on the line, because unfortunately, it's easy come, easy go. Today, it went. All right, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy the recap, and I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. Wow, so I just lost internet in the middle of a trade. That sucked. I was in Zivo for the break of 750 right here, and I lost my internet. By the time I came back up, it was at 688, down 50 cents a share, right down here. So I'm down 16,000 on Zivo, and I'm down 17,000 on EDSA, which makes it a red Monday. On that trade right there, I just lost $35,000. That trade right there. I really thought that was going to break through 750. I sized up pretty aggressively considering the time of day is nearly 11. And I added on it through this consolidation. So my initial starter was up here around 745, then it dipped. I added in the 720s, 730s. It came back up. Average was 739, and then all of a sudden, big drop. No fun. Nothing fun about that at all. Stopped out at 669. So that's a real bummer, because 20 minutes ago I just did a recap of how I was up 300 on the day, but red after commissions. Now I'm definitely red after commissions. I'm also red on the day, and it's another red Monday for me. So, I shouldn't even trade on Mondays. It's like so ridiculous right now. I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. It's part of trading. My first trade of the day was on EDSA. So EDSA, on this one, I got in. I didn't trade it at all pre-market. Not at all. I didn't trade it at all pre-market in my main account. In my small account, I did, and I got green on it. In my main account, I waited for the bell to ring, and I was looking for the breakthrough, this pivot here, and it broke. I chased it a little bit, adding for the breakthrough 10. It then flushed and I lost $17,000 in that 1 minute candle right there. Lost $17,000 in one trade. It was like an instant loss, and it was not fun. I then spent the morning digging myself out of the hole on Zevo. And I did. I dug myself out of the hole on this break of VWAP right here. I bought, and then I kept trading it all the way up here to 790. And so at this point right here, before it broke back over VWAP, I was up 17,000 on this level. So at this point, unfortunately, I chased it. I got back in right in this area, and then it didn't end up working. So where I lost internet was at, it was right as it was bouncing sort of off of 7. So I was in and I was trying to manage it. I then lost internet when it was at 7, and when I came back on, it was at 686. And I took too much size on this one. I mean, I did. There's no question about it. I was in with like 60,000 shares. I thought it was going to make a big move. So those are my last trades. 722, added at 705, added again at 705, and then stopped out at 679, 671, and 669. So, you know, I averaged down on it a little bit, and then I lost my internet. So by the time the internet was back up, I was cutting the loss. And it came back up quick, but even a momentary loss of internet on a stock like this is completely just unacceptable. So I'm sitting here with deep regret for continuing to trade, you know, past being break even on the day. Why did I do it? Why did I go back in right here? Well, it just put in, I mean, you know, the funny thing is, this is like one of the biggest moves of the day and I missed it. Puts in this really big move, and just like that, I thought, okay, wow, this thing has a shot at getting back to the high. So I stepped up to the plate. And, you know, had it broken over 750 and we squeezed up to 790, $8, I would have had a nice trade. But it didn't. So I'm going to eat the loss and live to trade another day. That's life. That's trading. That's how it goes. You win some and you lose some. That's just the way it is. I had some great days last week. I'll have some great days in the future. I'm red today. I had some red days earlier in the month. I'll have some red days later in the month. I'll have some red days later in the year. 33,000 is not the biggest red day I've ever had. You know, 33,000 in the green wouldn't be the biggest green day I've ever had. So, you know, one trade isn't going to end my career by any means. It's just one day. That's all it is. It's one day. And, you know, this is the thing here where as this comes back up, you know, I can't get back in it. And I panic sold. Internet came back on and I was like, oh my God, I'm down 30 grand on this trade. I've got to cut the loss. And I cut it. That's what I had to do. So, red start to the week, red on Monday. But I'll be back at it tomorrow, as always. So, a reminder as always how risky trading can be, but that's life. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.